different night, different iPhone, different viewers. Who knows? We'll see. See if we can make this work. See who joins in. A little late for a Saturday, maybe on the East Coast, but we shall see who joins in. Let me know once you guys get in here, and we'll go from there. All right, we'll give everybody a minute here to chime in. We'll see how she goes. Let's see, we got a few people in here starting to come in. What's up? What's up? We're gonna try this again. I was trying to do a live last night in the garage, but it wasn't working out in our favor. What's up? McDonald's time. Let's go. Let's go. Eric, what's up? Eric. Oh, it's hard to, man, I gotta fix this though. It's hard to scroll without knocking the phone over again. We'll see. We'll get this little makeshift setup going. What's up? McDonald's time, I know. Sheesh. What's up, John? John Taylor's here. John's up in here. We got two Johns. John Ruby, John Taylor, all kinds of Johns. I'm a John. You're a John. Let's go. So, I don't know. I was kind of bored. I was going to get a little bit of organizing done tonight, so I figured I would jump on the live, see what you guys are up to, and see who joins in. Because I know we usually do the lives on either Friday or Saturday, but yesterday I was exhausted, so I felt like I was kind of not that exciting in my live, but I feel like I have a bit more energy today. I've just been exhausted with the whole process. Let's see. Triple J team, yes sir, let's go. What's up, what's up? No one knows, what's up? No one knows back in the house. Eric with the sheesh. Justin, hey John, I recently installed a thumper cam on my Ram. Does she thump or what? Any recommendations on a tune for it? That's such a touchy subject. Everybody's always trying to ask me for tuners, which it's like so many people trip out on tuners. Everybody's like, oh, I use this guy, I use that guy. And it's almost like, I feel like discussing tuners is almost like talking about, political parties, whether you're for Biden or Trump. It's like you start going there and it's like a slippery slope. It's like people get so defensive. It's like if you're on the left or the right or Biden or Trump, or you start saying any of that stuff and all of a sudden you're in deep water real quick. That's how I feel with tuners, so I don't say nothing. All I can say is just hopefully whoever you pick doesn't blow your crap up, because I've been there before too. Let's see. SSH says, any more of the Barstool pizza left? That stuff was disgusting. So that Barstool pizza was straight up nasty. If you guys haven't seen I did like a little, I wasn't even trying to do a pizza review. I was just kind of excited because they were hyping that up. And like Barstool Sports, hold on a second before this time's out. Actually, I'll continue that story. So Edgar with the $5. Thank you for the super chat. He says, yo, my man, how you been? Man, it's been a minute. I haven't talked to you, my bro. How's life treating you, by the way? Pretty good, man. We've just been getting organized. We got the Dakota finally sorted out. You guys like my shirt, by the way? This thing's pretty sick, actually. Mopar. I think it's got some sort of Hemi on the back of it, too. I had to cop me some merch when I was there. But yeah, just been getting organized. It might get a little bit noisy for a second. I think one of my neighbors is leaving on a motorcycle. But yeah, just been getting organized. Like I said, the Dakota's at least running. Hopefully you guys can still hear me. Jeez, somebody's getting it. Yeah, the Dakota's all running at least, so it's nice that that's mostly underway. I still got some stuff I want to get done on it, but other than that, just wrapping up some stuff here at the shop. And I gotta be out of here in a few weeks, so I've just been getting organized. I haven't even started packing officially. I've just been getting organized so that I can get out of here. But yeah, other than that, stuff's good. A lot of exciting stuff coming, you guys. That's one thing I can say is there's gonna be so much new stuff coming. I mean, this year is getting to a close. Like 2021 is getting pretty close to being the end, but for next year, like we have a lot of stuff that's gonna be pretty crazy. You know, we're relocating, new shop, new builds. You guys already see I already got all the engine swaps and stuff ready to go, so should be pretty fun. Let's see. Let me get to, oh, so I was just talking about I'll finish up what I was talking about, the pizza thing. So I wasn't trying to like do a pizza review. I got all excited because I keep seeing that, you know, Barstool Sports guy. He's always eating pizza and giving everybody reviews on their pizza. So he actually came out with a pizza, as some of you guys know. So I was like, all right, you know, that'd be cool. I'll try it out. Go to try his pizza because I saw it in Walmart. And I was like, oh snap, I'll try it. Whatever. It was like $6 for a frozen pizza, and he's like, he claims his pizza's, you know, 9.8 or 10 out of 10. And I thought, honestly, maybe it was probably gonna be pretty good since he's like Mr. Pizza Critic. I figured it would be pretty good if it's his pizza. I figured he was probably, you know, giving himself a healthy rating on his pizza, but it's straight up garbage. It's literally the worst frozen pizza I've ever had, and that's saying a lot. Like, no flavor, hardly any sauce. The pizza, like, I don't know, it just wasn't even that good. But anyways, moving on from pizza. If you guys haven't seen that little review, check it out. Like, it was pretty funny on the other channel that I have with the garage where I just post like random stuff. Let's see. But yeah, I threw that pizza out actually. Threw that pizza in the garbage. John says a Triple J team. Yes, sir. Triple John's up in here. Nathan says, just got here. What's up, Nathan? Justin says, I'm Canadian, so Biden or Trump means nothing. Kind of does. I mean, Canada kind of follows along with a lot of what the U.S. does. So it's hard to say on that one. And that's coming from somebody that's Canadian. No one knows says makes sense. I know, right? John, when are the Boosted Motorsports stickers coming? Need more decals for my truck. I think I sent you them. John, send me another email. Double check. I'm pretty sure I already sent them out. Maybe they got lost in the mail, but just send me another email reminding me with your address. If they haven't came, then I might have to resend some. Ben says HP Tunes, HP Tuna. Eric says fire shirts. Yeah, no, they're pretty cool. I gotta come out with some new merch too. Like I said, I'm gonna be working on that shortly too. Oh, hold on, we got another super chat from Ray. $10. Here's a tip for the McChicken and nuggets. Let's go. I swear I'm gonna have to just do a run. Just take my phone with me and go through the McDonald's drive-thru one day on the live. What do you think? Should we do it? Let's do it. Ray's donating for chicken nuggets over here. We might have to. Shirt is mint. Yeah, I got a bunch of these. I got a few of them actually. I had to get my my Mopar gear when I was at Moparty. Ray says, yeah, I need a Boosted Motorsports decal too. Well, if you become a member, I send out sticker packages for free with the membership. So jump on that membership. No one knows says, how many square feet is the house you're in now? It's about like almost 1,900. I honestly don't need a ton of space to live in. I just need, you know, more workspace and more room to move around. I don't really care about having like a big house. I lived, like, growing up, my parents had like this stupidly big house. It was like over 5,000 square feet or something. And it was useless. We didn't even use half the room. So I'm like, I really don't care about living in some big house. As long as it's like, I don't want to live in like 800 square feet because I've done that before in a condo with an ex-girlfriend a long time ago. And that was tiny. Like, you couldn't get out of each other's way. But, you know, something reasonable, like, you know, 1,800, 2,000 square feet, 2,500. I'm cool with something like that. Trying to catch up to you guys in the comments here. SSH says, I believe you about the pizza. I don't even like fast food pizza joints like Pizza Hut and Papa John's. Only into pizza from mom and pop's. Yeah, I agree. I'll eat like the fast food pizza. And honestly, like Papa John's would have been like gourmet pizza compared to Mr. Barstool's pizza. It was honestly that bad. I'm not even trying to be dramatic. Ray again with the $10 chicken nugget donation. Thank you, sir. Just going through the comments again. Mr. J says, are you still going to have throttle bodies available once you get settled? Yeah, I'll try to fire that whole thing up again. I've just been absolutely going crazy here, but Reggie says, "What's up, Bubby?" I don't think I've ever had anybody call me Bubby, but whatever. How am I doing? I'm doing all right. At least you made me laugh. I guess I'm doing all right if you're making me laugh. No one knows says, "Do you ride motorcycles?" Yeah, so I grew up racing motocross, and then when I was, what age would I have been? I think when I was around like 21, I got a GSXR 600, and me and my friends used to always rip around and be idiots on those things. So I did that for a bunch of years, and then I sold. I had a GSXR, did a 750 motor swap on it, and did a bunch of bolt-ons and stuff. It was fun. We were ripping around. It would keep up with the leader bike because I re-geared it and had it fully modified 750. So that was fun, but just started seeing a lot of people, going down and stuff like that. And I just, with me being kind of a speed demon or whatever you want to call me, I just figured it'd be better to just, go balls out in 4 wheels instead of 2 wheels, because I figured it was a matter of time before I went skidding, because we were crazy. We used to put like full Danes leather suits on, and we would just like send it down the canyons with full slicks on and stuff. So we weren't just like cruising around. So I think if I were to get into a motorcycle again, I'd probably just get like a cruiser or something, kind of like my buddy Steve's got. He let me drive his Harley. It was fun just kind of cruising around for the 5 minutes or so that we did it. But I think I would just try to chill if I got another motorcycle, and I would get one where I'm like more out in the country. Trying to do motorcycle stuff out in LA is pretty sketchy because nobody knows how to drive as it is. Everybody's just, if you've ever been out to LA or California in general, like nobody knows how to drive. Like you'll be sitting there and you'll just see people like full on blow stoplights, like stoplights, stop signs, like they don't care. So it's only like, if you're in a car, it's gonna ruin your day, but at least you'll probably make it home for dinner. If you're on a bike, you're like donezo. You guys are live in the chat. I'm trying to keep up. Wicked says, watching from Indiana, love the builds. Thank you, sir. I say sir. I usually assume that's just a sausage fest on here, but I guess one of these screen names could be a girl eventually. Raymond says, what got you started on your Mopar journey? I don't know. I always liked the Viper. Like straight up when I was a kid, I liked the Viper, and then my dad ended up getting like a 1500, like a 99 Ram 1500. We towed around with that. And then we ended up getting a 2005. I don't know. I just kind of evolved into that. It just, there was no specific preference to it, but just kind of happened. And I had good luck with them when I was growing up. I had a SRT4 when I was in my teens, late teens. I had a 99 Dakota in the same intense blue pearl, but it was just a V6 extended cab. That thing was rock solid way back when. So I don't know. No specific reason, but it just kind of evolved from there. And I always wanted the Viper, and then finally got one. So let's see. I'm getting lost in your comments here. Ride the Burner? I think that's what your name says. Have you ever taken on a 4x4 project? Yeah, so I've done a few different ones. So you guys probably remember the silver truck we had. That was a 4x4 not too long ago. And then I had a 2009 Ram 1500 that I put a rough country 6-inch lift on it when I was probably in my 20s. So I had one of the first rough country kits. I remember I actually had to, like the rough country kit, part of the reason why you guys can, or if you wanted to, you could go buy the rough country kit today and it, just works, is partially because of me, because I was one of the first people to get the rough country kit, and there was a lot of stuff that didn't work on it, and I had to send them back feedback so they could revise their kit. So yeah, I did that all back then, but I don't like lifting a gas truck, because by the time you put like 35s or 37s on them, it's just the thing just screaming just to turn the tires. It kind of doesn't make sense, in my opinion at least. Especially when I'm towing and stuff. Like if I'm gonna have a truck that's laboring, just going down the road with unloaded, imagine you put a trailer on it. It's just gonna be just terrible. So if I were to do a lifted thing, it would probably be a 2500. But even if I get a 2500, I think I kind of want to just not lift it and do all that stuff, because I want to be able to tow well. Get one of those like barn things that have a house in it. No, we talked about that on last night's live, actually. Not really trying to do that whole scene, because when I'm like in the garage, if I'm welding or cutting or grinding or whatever, using brake clean, I don't want to be living in that. Like, it's nice to have two separate areas. If you live in a barn dominium and you're doing all that stuff, even if I wanted to paint something, like I'm hoping I can get the next shop that's like big enough that if I wanted to, I have all the paint guns and stuff to be able to paint things, but if I wanted to paint something, I could potentially, you know, make a little booth and paint something without having to worry about the stink, and I would not want to be living in that stink. So yeah, I like to keep the two separate. Plus just the dust and the filth and stuff. Even though you're gonna have separate walls and stuff, you're still sharing the same roof and the same air, and I just not into it. I mean, if you were just living in a barn dominium and you just parked a car or a truck in there and then you took it out, maybe, but even still, I don't know. I don't like living in that. If you guys ever know, if you guys are serious gearheads, you already know, like if you're working on a car or truck all day, like you come inside, you smell like the car or the truck and just grease. So I don't want to be living in that type of environment. That's my logic on it, at least. Nathan says, I'm buying a house and the garage is my main requirement for me. I know, us gearheads, that's how she goes, really. I did the same thing. I scoped out this place and I was like, all right, I think I could put a lift in this spot. So I'm gonna go for this house and it has a decent living space. And then here we are. John says, are you still printing windshield banner? I don't know if I have any. I think I already sent you one, right, John? But I could still make them. Just right now, I'm just up to my eyeballs and just random things I got to do. But send me. I could make them again. I still haven't discontinued them. I don't know if I have any ready to ship out at the moment. F355. Where are you moving? Everyone keeps asking that. In most normal situations, you know, if I was asked that, somebody would be able to tell you exactly where I'm going, but it's kind of up in the air. It's a little bit flexible. I'm ready to go. I'm just looking for the ideal place. Like, I'm already pre-approved and everything. I'm just literally looking in different states to see where I find the ideal place. Wherever I find the ideal place, I'll go check out the area. If I like the area, I like the house, you know, the shop, whatever it happens to be, then I'll pull the trigger. So it's kind of nice to have that flexibility, but until then, I'm just gonna kind of chill out, check out some different areas, see what I like best, do some shopping, and not be in a huge rush. So that's my game plan. So we're gonna put most of our stuff in storage. We'll still have the, you know, access to the Viper and the Dakota and all that stuff, so we can go to events and stuff. But I'm just gonna have my stuff in storage for a month or two while I find the ideal place that I want to move to. Daniel says, and it's a barn dominium. Yeah, that's what most people call them. So you're moving to Texas? Possibly. Between Texas and Florida, possibly Arizona, but I think Arizona is going to be too expensive for what I want to do. Brandon's laughing at the Bubby thing. Do you plan on getting a Demon? Probably not, no. And honestly, like, getting a red eye is pretty much like a poor man's Demon. A lot of Demon owners got upset when Dodge came out with the red eye, because they essentially took all the parts from the Demon and put it in a Hellcat and called it a red eye. So I would just get a red eye, if anything, which I actually kind of want to do. I kind of want to get a Challenger red eye once things settle down. I think it'd be a good addition to the channel, but right now I just have way too many vehicles and too much stuff to move, and a lot of different projects on the go. Darren, hey John, so nice to see the SRT 10 Viper truck video today. Really enjoyed it. Awesome. Yeah, I tried to do something a little bit different. It kind of started off as like a maintenance video, and then I know everybody would have gotten upset if I didn't actually show a little bit of action. So just went for a little rip, and just completely random ended up bumping into another SRT 10, which is kind of crazy that there was another one out there. I kind of like did a double take because it was all black. So on an all black truck, it's really hard to see the lines from far away. But I saw it like rip past me at an intersection. I'm like, I think that was an SRT 10. And I had to like catch up to it. And sure enough, I pulled up next to him. I was like, no way. And the guy was cool too. It was kind of funny. Kind of had a quick little chat at the light, and then we both went our separate ways. Have you checked out the Indian Scout Bobber? I haven't, honestly. I haven't really been keeping up with my motorcycles lately. But we'll see. How do you even say your name? Tori Bio. Next purchase of Cummins? Probably. I don't know if that's going to be the next purchase, but as far as like trucks for towing, to replace the EcoDiesel, it would be, yeah. It would be a Cummins, but the prices of them are insane right now. What do you guys think of this deal? Let me know in the comments. I found a 2019 Cummins with around 50,000 miles on it. It says that it has warranty until 100,000. It's a, I think like a bighorn. Yeah, I think it's like a bighorn or longhorn, bighorn. I don't know what the hell the difference is, but some sort of horn edition. It's all blacked out. It doesn't have the massive screen on it. It just has like the normal 8.4 U-Connect. Cloth seats, but it looks pretty nice. Like it's all blacked out with the black factory wheels. I think they're asking like 50 grand, which sounds like a lot. Don't get me wrong. It's not like I'm Mr. like baller, but 50 grand. I figure with my truck being salvage title, but a Laramie, with the mileage that it has, but a new engine, I feel like I could probably get somewhere. I don't know. I'd have to double check. I think my truck, if it wasn't salvage title and all that stuff, it would probably be like, with the prices today is crazy. It's probably be like close to 30. But I'm thinking if I could sell my truck for like maybe close to 25, if I got something around that for it. Then it doesn't sound so bad to me. If I could get 25-ish for my truck, you know, throw in another 20 or so, if I could talk the person down to like maybe 45, it doesn't sound that bad, right? I mean, it's still a lot of money. I'm not like Richie Rich over here, but I'm just trying to reason in my head. If I sold my truck for 25, if I could get a 2019 2500, like it's going to be a 5th gen truck. If I get that truck for like 45-ish, if I had to chip in 20 grand to bump myself up to a 2500 Cummins, that doesn't sound completely terrible, but let me know in the comments what you guys think. Just catching up to you guys in the comments still. Yeah, we got 38 people in here, but only 19 thumbs up. That means some people have some broken thumbs. Let's go with these right here. Let's go. Let's go. All right, we got 23 thumbs. 23 thumbs, 42 people. We still got like 20 people with broken thumbs up here. Yeah, see, Cliffhanger says, hit those likes buttons with them thumbs. Look at that. Look how many people with broken thumbs are up in here. 26 thumbs, 40 people, 41 people, 27 thumbs. Still got a few with some broken ass thumbs up in here. How you guys gonna wrench with all these broken thumbs? What's up? I'm new to your channel, just checking you out. What's up? What's up? Yeah, check out. I mean, I can't really see much. I'm in the garage at the moment. We could probably flip this around. Let me flip this around, actually. Let's make this a little more interactive. Woo, here we go. This is kind of why I wanted to do it this way. This is why I wanted to do it this way, because we can actually show you guys some stuff, and I could flip through the phone here. Man, this phone is burning up. Yeah, so Trinidad, check out the channel. We got some cool stuff. Nothing too serious, just your average Mopar or no cars. Nothing unique about these ones. Just, you know, just Dodge Ram. And it's just a Mazda Miata over here. Mazda Miata with a body kit on it. It's pretty sick. Pretty sick Mazda Miata. What are you guys seeing over here? Let's see. I'm trying to catch up. Holy moly with the comments. No one knows says love the tattoos. Thank you. Ride the burner. I go to Birmingham. Burning Man. Oh, all right. Do your thing, brother. What's up, Ricochet? My home shop's 140 feet by 100 feet. Hell yeah, that's what I want. Has 4 2-posts, and I love it. Jeez. What are you doing up in there? Do you like the ugly Ford Ranger? I don't know. I don't really have an opinion on it. I don't really have a need for that size of a truck or whatnot, so it doesn't affect me. John says, haven't got it yet. Really? I swear I sent that out. Send me another email, John. Move where it's red. Yeah, not to make this political, but I'm going to move to somewhere that's the same color as my car so that I don't get locked up this winter. I have a feeling California is going to shut this place down, which is the other reason why I'm trying to escape. Reggie says, do demon build. I'm not that rich. Don't go Cummins, go 6.4. I would not do that either. I'm not a fan of towing with a gas motor, so I would not do that. Matt Stang says, that's a good deal. My friend has a 2500 diesel, black on black. He tows with it. 50K on 5th gen sounds good. That's what I thought. It sounded like a decent price. Matt Stang says, they're a workhorse. They're a maintenance nightmare. Yes and no. I don't know if it would be a nightmare. I mean, it's going to have full warranty on it still, so that's one nice thing about getting the 2019. Bighorns have most of the features as higher trims, just without the leather. That's the nicest part, though. What do you think about the new 5th gen Rams? I like them. I think they're cool. I would like to get one of these days without that. Hopefully we get to that baller status. We're not there yet. We got too much junk here. And yeah, if you guys don't already know, we got the Hellkeezy motor just sitting there. Got the 5.7 over here. Got our 8-speed automatic over there. Got our Viper engine over there. And we got a 6-speed engine, or a 6-speed transmission right there. Eric, thumbs up. Randy, thumbs up. But we still have 42 people in here with 34 thumbs up. So it means we got almost 10 broken thumbs up in this chat. Thoughts on Diablo Sport for a 6-speed Ram? It'll work. If you're just trying to do a cans tune, send it. Any diesel is great, but the 6.4 Power Stroke, just EPA stuff, gotta go. Yeah, but that's a whole can of worms too, especially with the EPA and diesels these days. I was the first 2 thumbs up. Thank you, John. They're really nice trucks to have. I agree. Mr. Dukes, thank you for the thumbs up. Homeboy, where are you moving? We don't know yet. Texas or Florida? Travis says, I would go Texas. Florida laws are really hard to deal with the car stuff. I kind of think it's the other way around. Texas has state inspection every single year, which is a pain in the ass. And they also have smog depending on where you're located at. Florida has neither. You just pay your registration every year for like $75. So I don't know if that's a valid one. Sad boy Cali. Quit being sad and get out of Cali then. I have a question. When is the video coming for the custom brake mounting bracket? Are you talking about Dakota? Because if you're talking about Dakota custom brake mounting bracket, we already had that. That's not a Miata. Yes, it's a Miata. What are you guys talking about? What is the rental on all of your cars? I don't have a rental. They're all paid for, so there's no payments. Miata, I thought was an RX-7. It could be. Look at those. Those right there. Those are straight off an RX-7. Them door handles. Sheesh. Sickest RX-7 I ever seen. Is that a factory bed cover on the SRT10? Yeah, so if you guys don't know the commemorative editions, they came with this cover. So this is a factory bed cover, and I actually like it. Some guys hate it. My buddy Chad took his off. What a guy. He took his off and sold it, but I would never sell this. I think it goes nicely. Like, it's not like all ugly. It doesn't, sit up all high and stuff. It sits at a low profile cover, and it goes nicely with the body lines. I think it's all right. I'm okay with it. I'm trying to catch up in the comments, you guys. I'm falling behind. You guys are just lit in the chat right now. Darren, it's Thanksgiving weekend for us here, John. I'm going to get me a big, huge turkey meal, all in the stuffing tomorrow, and then be in agony after. I know. That's a good agony, though. It's always a good feeling, hanging out with some family and getting some food going. I'm always down for that. Cisco Man, greetings from Dallas. What up, Cisco Man? I'll be in Dallas in the next few weeks again. So if you guys comment down below if you guys are at or near Dallas. If you guys want me to have like a little meet and greet in Dallas, I could probably make it happen with the Hellcoda in a week or so because I'll be there. Just saying, diesels are high maintenance. I don't know. It's all luck of the draw. Like, for example, I've driven the Eco Diesel for like 20,000 miles, and we've been towing with most of those 20,000 miles, and it doesn't really owe me anything. Yeah, it's, maybe we have a gasket issue, but other than that, I haven't had to do anything, so not bad. I mean, like I said, I literally put 20K on it, so. Matt says the Hellkeezy motor in the house. Yes, sir. I want a Hellcat, so I want my single cab 4th gen, but that's money for another car. I know, I agree. So that's what we're going to do. So this motor is going to be going into a single cab Ram. So yeah, this is a Honda Civic motor with a blower on top. See, 4 cylinders. So this is sick ass K24. We're gonna put into a Ram. Isaac says, I love the content, John. Keep it up. Thank you, bro. No smog inspection in San Antonio. Come on over. Is it? I thought all the cities have it. Reggie says, I love your vids. Thank you, sir. Florida and meet up with Cletus McFarland. Yeah, that's kind of cool, too. Let me turn this around. My arm is getting tired. Let me put this over here. All right. Feels awkward not talking to you guys directly. Let's see. Ooh. This thing's going to fall over if we do it that way. Let's see what other questions you guys have. Yeah, I mean, if I'm in Florida, I'll try to, tie in with those guys. Those guys are big time, though. We're just a little channel, but we're working on growing. We're doing our thing. I think eventually we'll get there. It's just, that's the one thing that kind of is a kicker, you guys. What do you guys think about, like, messing around with different brands? Because the Mopar brand is just a lot smaller. It's hard to get to the big leagues running on Mopar stuff. If you look at all the big channels, they're all, like, Chevy or Ford or whatever, but there's not really any like big YouTubers that are doing the Mopar thing, because I think our community is just a little bit smaller. And even, obviously hanging out with the Holly boys and stuff like that. So they have events, they have Moparty on my shirt. They have Ford Fest and they have LS Fest. LS Fest is their biggest event. Like, it's just off the charts, insane. Whereas Moparty isn't that big yet. I mean, that's what we're obviously trying to do, is get that event to grow, but it's just the amount of like Chevy enthusiasts that show up for their event. It's huge. Like, their community is just way bigger. But what do you guys think about getting into some of the Chevy stuff just to get this channel kind of popping? Would you guys be mad if we did some Chevy stuff? Sad Boy says, yes, the Dakota. You said it was coming soon. What do you mean? The Dakota was coming soon? I mean, we've been knocking out Dakota content for like 2 years straight. So what you mean? No one knows says, I meant retail. It's hard to say. Prices are going crazy. I don't know. I don't know what everything's worth, to be honest. It's hard to say. And even if I start saying numbers, some people will be like, that's not worth that much. Your thing is junk. What are you talking about? That's not worth that much. You're crazy. So it's hard to say. I would just auto trader it. There's like Vipers that go anywhere from 50 grand to over 100 grand. Mine, I've kind of, as a driver, mine has high miles for a Viper. Most of those guys just literally stare at their cars and never drive them. They have like 3,000 miles on like a 1996. So it's hard to compare apples to apples in that sense. So, I don't know. Who knows? I don't really care, because I don't really plan on selling some of these ones. Like, there's some stuff that I, would sell. Like the Eco Diesels, just, whatever. I don't really have any huge attachment to that thing, as long as it's doing what it needs to do. But, I mean, the SRT10 is kind of something I wouldn't really picture myself selling. And same with the Viper. Those are two cars that I think will be around for a long time. And then we'll just kind of add to the whole fleet. Daniel says bed covers are nice. I agree. Matt says, John, I would look at North Mississippi, Olive Branch, South Haven. You can get a lot of house and acres and pennies. Yeah, the only thing is so that's what I did right here. So I don't live like close to LA or anything like that. Like, I live like 2 hours out, and for the last 2 years, I kind of lived, further out. It's a little more affordable, but at the same time too, like anytime I try to go to a meet or something like that, I got to drive like 2 hours. So, I don't really want to do that again. So I want to be like 40 minutes outside of like the city, so I can go and, go to some events and Cars and Coffees and stuff like that without driving forever. So I don't want to really be out in the sticks, but I don't want to be in the city either. Like, kind of like a happy medium. We got a $5 donation from Chris. He says, if you can answer my question above, either way, thanks for the great info. So, Chris, to your point, I do definitely pay attention when people send donations. So we're also, I mentioned in another video, but let me get to your question first, and I'll go on a little bit further. So let's see where Chris's question is. Where is your question? I don't even see your question. Where is it? Chris, copy and paste your question because I don't know where it is. Because you're just saying if you can answer my question above. I don't see anything above. So Chris, repost your question. I'll be happy to answer it with your $5 donation because that's what happens around here. I can only get to so many questions, but slap a donation on it and I will definitely make sure to get to it. Cisco says, what part of Dallas? I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of in between both. I haven't really decided if I'm moving there, but I mean, I'll be in DFW. I got some friends all over. All the Ram guys are up near like Anna and McKinney and over there. But yeah, we'll see. No one knows. It says very close to Dallas as well. So I don't know. If I were to throw like a little meet and greet there, I don't know. I'd probably try to do it somewhere in the center, like somewhere in the DFW, maybe around the airport or something, just so if somebody's in Fort Worth, they can come that way. If somebody's in Dallas, they can come from the other way. So probably trying to do it as central as possible if you guys are down. John says, I really like the way that truck sounds in the video today. Yeah, it's hard to capture on camera. It sounds really good in person, but it doesn't, like, the full essence of it doesn't get captured. I can do some videos for you guys as well. I'll try to put some microphones on the truck and rip around a little bit more and get you guys some better footage of it and sound content. That video was running kind of long today, so I just wanted to at least take you guys for a little rip today. I really like, I already answered that one. So that's what happened to Dom Toretto's RX-7. Yep, we converted it. We put a body kit on it and called it a Viper. Sent an email with my address again. Okay, sounds good. Cisco says, Mr. Dukes, I live in Dallas. And we all in the big state of Texas as they do inspections on all cars. Yeah, see, that's what I mean. They do inspections. So the whole state, you have to do an inspection. But if you live in the city areas, like the different counties around the city, I already looked. I already found a map of it. I'm like trying to figure out where to strategically go. But yeah, if you guys don't know, if you ever were considering moving to Texas, like right around Dallas, like all the counties, like the neighboring counties, like in and around like 30 minutes to an hour in and around the cities, Dallas, Houston, and Austin. Any of those city areas, you have to get an annual inspection. So that means you have to go in and they check your windshield wipers and your brake lights and all that nonsense. Plus you have to get a smog if you're in those areas. It sounds like a royal pain in the ass, to be honest. That's worse than California. California, you just have to get smog every couple years, but there's no annual inspection. Like, I don't know, I thought Texas was free AF, but apparently not. Where's Chris's question? I still don't see Chris's question. Chris, literally copy and repaste your question because it's not showing up. It is not showing up. Let me scroll. That was the first time I saw. Yeah, Chris, oh, are you asking, Chris, is your question about where am I moving? It's the only question I see from you. But just repost what your question is so I can see it, because it got lost in the mix, apparently. Let's see where we're at with this. Oh, here we go. Here's Chris's question. 2018 Ram Crew 4x4 cammed, 4,000 stall, torque converter, cold air intake, and a bunch of other stuff you recommend. What about lift or lowering the truck? So I'm guessing that's your mod list. And let's see. Cold air intake I would probably say for like the list of stuff that I would do, like that you don't have listed there, I would definitely try to get your hands on the 6.4 intake from the truck. That's like a really good model a lot of the truck guys are doing that are going fast. So it's not crazy expensive. I just saw one today on Facebook Marketplace. I think it was I can't remember what group it was in, but the guy posted it. It was like $1,000 for a 6.4 truck manifold. So everybody that's going fast, whether it's Kyle Tingle or Asher, they're all running the 6.4 intake. Oh, he says he's got 6.4 intake. So even though it's not on the list, so he's got 6.4 intake. He's got a cold air intake. What else could you add? I mean, you got most of the stuff, honestly. As far as lift or lowering the truck, if you're trying to go, it sounds like you're trying to go fast, obviously. It doesn't sound like you're trying to go mud bogging with that setup. I would say lower it. If you lower it, just be aware of the whole issue with the rear ends that you're gonna get into. It doesn't matter if it's crew cab or single cab or whatever. You're gonna have to get I'm gonna say it wrong, the Inez brackets. I would just go with the no-cut brackets, and it'll fix your geometry of the rear. Throw his brackets on there. Probably would benefit from getting the Core 4x4 arms. They're a little bit beefier than the stock ones, because the stock ones, the bushings on them have a lot of flex. So I would do the Inez no-cut brackets. Then you can do the Beltec 2.4 drop, or you could stick with all Inez stuff if you want. But if you want to keep it on a budget, I would do the Beltec kit. Get the Inez no-cut brackets, and then I would get the Core 4x4 arms. Even though, well, I guess you're a 4x4, but even if you're two-wheel drive, it's just the name of it. The name of the company is called the Core 4x4. I would grab those arms, and I would get yourself some adjustable shocks. So I would go with like the QA1 shocks. I can't remember what I think they're like, the part number is like TS905 or something like that. And then you can sit there and dial them in, stiffen them up, and that would be like the ultimate setup. The shocks or the struts, whatever you call them, I guess they're called shocks. Struts are when it's got a spring around it, but the shocks that come with the Beltec kit, they're not the greatest. So if you could find a used kit or something like that, and then just toss the shocks and go ahead and get the QA1s or the Vikings, whatever you can find. If you want to keep it on a budget, just, check out on the forums. A lot of guys are always putting their trucks back to stock. If you guys want my honest opinion, that's usually how I build half of my stuff. Is I'm not, like I said, I don't like make like a ton of money or anything like that. Like I'm not just balling out of control. But a lot of the stuff that I end up building, I'll keep an eye on like the different Facebook groups, and a lot of guys will end up, they're moving on from their build, or they're changing, their setup, or they're trading their truck in or car or whatever it is, and I usually scoop up stuff. So just as like an example, for the SRT10 behind us, I went on eBay one day and I found a set of Gibson Shorty headers, ceramic coated. Like, how much were they? It was something stupid. I got them for like almost, I think like $200 for that, which is like just dumb. So I got those for that, and like it wasn't really planned, but I was just shopping around. Same thing with the actual Viper car. I've got long tube headers for that we haven't done anything with. We haven't installed them yet, but I got those long tube headers for like half price, just because somebody was getting rid of them. So I think I showed you guys those actually. They're all ceramic coated, and they're ceramic coated. So I got them for half price, even if they weren't ceramic coated, plus they're ceramic coated and brand new in the box. So just stuff like that. And even when I built that silver Ram that we had, the two-wheel drive one, like 99% of those parts were all like used parts. And the nice thing about, I could do like a whole video on this subject, but the nice thing about buying used parts is you can usually recoup your money right back out of them when you're done it. So for example, like I can't remember the exact number, but I'll just give you a rough idea. I bought the Pro Charger kit for the Ram 1500 that we had when we did that whole build. I want to say like I paid like somewhere around $4,500 for the Pro Charger D1SC kit. And when I sold it, a year later or whatever the heck it was, like I literally sold it for the same price, and I had like buyers lined up for that price because nobody wanted to spend like $6 or $7 grand or whatever it was. But that's how you can pretty much mod your vehicle without having to come out of pocket. That's how I'm essentially able to like mod 3-4 cars at a time. But that's my opinion on that. So hopefully that answers your question, Chris. But let me know if you want to know anything else, like I said. And not to be like, I don't know, not to sound like a dick or something like that, but just when people, if you guys don't know, like when I'm looking at the screen right now, when somebody like sends like a super chat like that, it literally pops up and highlights their question. So when I get like bombarded with a million questions and people are going live in the chat, when somebody does like a super chat, it literally stands out, so I can definitely get to your comment. Plus, people that are supporting me and stuff like that, I usually get to their questions. So that's my one pet peeve. I will tell you guys, I'll be completely transparent with you guys. I get people all day long like DMing me, asking me for like personal advice on their builds, you know, cars, trucks, whatever it is, their swaps, their this, their that. And like, you guys got to remember at the end of the day, this is literally my only source of income right now is doing this. So, you know, as fun as it is and as much as I enjoy the content, it is my only source of income. So I only have so much time in a day. So if somebody, you know, donates and wants us, you know, shows me that they're serious, or if they're already like a channel member, you know, they're a paid member or something like that, then yeah, I'll, you know, go out of my way to help you guys. But I mean, I literally get like bombarded with like 10 to 20 inquiries every day of somebody saying, hey, you know, I watched this video. Do I need to get this? What's the parts list? Help me build my truck. And it's just like, I'm not trying to be a dick, but it's just, I just get messages all day long, and this is literally my job. So I gotta monetize it to be able to survive here. Let's see how many of these questions I can get to. You guys are going off in the chat, which is good. Holy moly, you guys. I'm gonna have to skip some of these. Darren says I'm somewhat open to Chevy stuff, but the LS is just too overdone. It's just cheap to be able to build a Chevy or an LS platform. It's just so many parts, and it's a solid platform too. My uncle has a 99 Viper. Nice. Anthony says, I'll watch whatever you build. You make it interesting and actually build, not just buy. Are you looking for an RT regular cab short back? Yeah, so I'm going to try and get a 4th gen single cab. And then we'll end up Hellcat swapping that. I don't really care. It doesn't have to be an RT because we're going to completely like take it apart and customize it. So I'm not trying to like pay like 25 or 30 grand for an RT and then just literally, you know, make it not an RT. I'd rather just do it to like an Express. Matt says, I love Texas, especially Dallas. So are you moving to Dallas? Not necessarily. Like I said, it's on my radar, but I'm trying to like move outside of Dallas, like, you know, 40 minutes an hour, so that I don't have to deal with, because like I said, not that I'm trying to like, you know, dodge. I keep saying the word dodge this week. Not that I'm trying to like avoid having to go through all the inspections and stuff, but when you have like 3-4 vehicles, it just sounds like a pain in the ass. Like, if I have to every year take every single vehicle, go get an inspection, go get a smog, like on 4 vehicles, it just sounds like it literally sounds like a pain in the ass. Like if I go to Florida, I don't have to deal with any of that. I just pay $75 a year for all my cars and I don't have to go anywhere. So, and I plan on like, that's the whole reason for getting more space, because I plan on kind of getting some more stuff. Like I want to get an actual Hellcat car. So sounds like a pain in the butt if we end up in that situation. So just one consideration. Would you be willing to help me more power on my Benz? I'm just honestly so tied up with different stuff. So probably I'm going to say no. But I mean, like I said, this is my business. So if, you know, somebody wants to, like I said, if there was like some person that, and it's kind of getting to that, like if somebody comes to me and like, hey, I'm going to, you know, drop this huge wad of cash for you to help me with this, then yeah, I'm going to do it. But I'm not just like gonna do, like, I feel like a lot of people think that I'm like just doing this for free or something, or like I don't know. I kind of get that vibe from a lot of people, but like I said, again, this is my only source of income. Do you do gaming? Like I've been playing Grand Theft Auto 5, or sorry, Grand Theft Auto 5? Yeah, GTA 5. Almost got caught up there because I only have a PlayStation 4, but yeah, I play like GTA 5 and stuff like that. If you guys want to add me on that, you can. I was on it last night, actually. Vital says, hello, what's up? You going to Buc-ee's? We can meet. I don't know where I'm going to go, but like I said, I'll try to throw a little pop-up meet maybe in Texas when I go. Texas annual inspections are easy to evade in the city I live. Any shop will give you the inspection for a little extra money. Yeah, I mean, I get it. Like, I get that there's, you know, ways around it and stuff, but I'm saying there's the reality of it is that I would have to deal with it. And it's, like I said, when you start getting like 4 cars, 5 cars, whatever we end up with, like, it's just an extra nuisance. Like I said, I could end up dealing with it, but it's just, if I have a choice, I'd rather not. Not Bexar County, state inspections every year, but no smog testing. That's why I moved out of Houston. Yeah, see? Matt Sang says Coda. Yes, sir. Lowering. AJ Hamilton, what's up? I got 6-4 intake. So I think we covered that. That's a good start, Chris. Yeah, I mean, Chris is well on his way to going fast for sure. Chris says, thank you, no problem. Do you like the Rumblebee? I always had a soft spot for the Rumblebee. I really wanted one when I was younger, when they first came out. I was like, when I was in high school, I was like drooling all over those things. Matt says, lower it. I agree. Chris with the $5 super chat. Thanks, brother. Yeah, so thanks again for donating to that. Seventh says, okay, I'll be honest, bro. I used to live in Dallas, and it's ghetto and not a good vibe at night. I recommend you living in Irving or Euless. It's way safer, nicer. Yeah, like I'm not planning on moving like downtown Dallas or anything like that. I was gonna like live on the outskirts. Like when I say Dallas or DFW, I just mean like the general area. But I wasn't gonna live in Dallas. I agree with you. You don't want to be like living downtown. It's kind of ghetto. I mean, the nightlife in like downtown Dallas like is kind of fun, but. John says, Matt's sad to read about Dallas. John says, please do a video on finding used parts. Yeah, I could do that. I feel like I've made 1 or 2 of those before, but always good to have a refresher. Matt says, I love my 3.5 drop on my F-150. I need to lower the rear another inch or 2. Nice. Thoughts on an 03 F-150 Harley Davidson edition with F-150 Lightning powertrain? Yeah, I mean, they're nice trucks. Nothing against those. Not really our scene on this channel, but can't knock them either. They were pretty fast and nice trucks back in the day, and they're still decent. Move to Tyler. It's not bad traffic. I'm trying to remember where Tyler's at. Isn't Tyler near Houston on the outskirts? They need to pay you for services, $50. Yeah, so, yeah, and John's reminding me again, too. When you moved, are you going to do the $50 thing you were talking about? So that's active right now. I mean, I don't have to wait to move to do it. And honestly, right now is probably now is better than ever to do it because my hands aren't absolutely tied with the Dakota. So if you guys don't know, we talked about it in another live stream. If you guys want, I'm offering something new. Like I said, I saw another channel do it, not car related, but he does similar stuff, kind of, on different topics and whatnot. But what we're going to do is we're going to kick it off. We're going to keep it relatively cheap. So for $50, if you send me an email, we can do it, Venmo, Zelle, PayPal, whatever you guys are most comfortable with, but $50, and I will make you guys a video response to your question. So it's kind of a cool way. Plus, at the same time, too, you can stay anonymous if you want, but if you want at the same time, too, I can, associate your Instagram or whatever you guys got, your YouTube channel. I'm not trying to like spam my main channel, but it's a way that I can give you guys like a personalized response to a question that you guys have or questions, within reason. Like don't expect me to go on for like 2 hours on, some big build or something like that. But kind of like Chris asked me, right? Hey, this is my current build. Like Chris could essentially send me some pictures of his truck with his build and ask me, hey, what do you think the next step would be? Or, what do you think? Or I'm having this issue or whatever. He can send me some pictures of his truck with his Instagram. And I'll make a video response that we'll actually post on the channel answering his question. You guys can check out his build. We'll talk about the build, the problem he's having, or, maybe what my recommendation would be on the next step of that build. And at the same time too, like I said, I'll tag your Instagram if you guys want that or whatever you want. And you can follow along their build. In our example of Chris, you can follow Chris's build, check out more on his build, and maybe we might have a follow-up video. If he wants a follow-up video later on, we can say, hey, you guys remember Chris? We did this video at the time. He had all these mods. Now he's got a blower on it or whatever you want to do. So like I said, it's a way that you guys could answer. I could answer your question in a personalized way. Like I said, this is my full-time job now, so I'm trying to come up with entertaining ways that I can give back to you guys. But at the same time, too, like I just gotta be able to survive over here. So, like I said, we have almost 100K on here, so you'd be getting essentially a shout out for like pennies on the dollar for advertising. But kind of what we're thinking. So if you guys are interested in that, send me a email or a DM. You guys can find me on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. So like I said, we're gonna start it off at like $50. I know the other guy did the same thing. He started his off for $50, and eventually the price went up to $100 as his channel grew. So that's what we're gonna end up doing. So if that's of interest to you guys, hit me up. Like I said, if you want, like, we can just review your truck. Like if you don't necessarily have a question or whatever, like we could review your truck or car, and you know, we can get other people's opinion on it, or however you want to do it. So we could rate your truck, review your truck or car, and you know, we could get some opinion from our audience. Like I said, we got almost 100,000 people on here, so you could get live feedback or a lot of feedback on your build from, like I said, almost 100,000 subscribers. So some options there, but if you're interested in anything like that, DM me, like I said, Instagram, Facebook, or send me an email. We'll get you guys going. Let's get back to the comments here. No one knows says goodbye, gotta go, see you later. AJ says, yeah, Boosted Mobile awaits. What do you miss most about home? Pretty much just like family and seeing my grandparents and stuff like that. And the crappy part is, like, can't really go back there right now. Like, everything is just in such weird limbo. So like I said, I don't want to get political on it, but at the same time too, it's like, if I go back there, they're trying to, like, I would have to quarantine for like 2 weeks, and with everything we got going on, it's just not even possible. Like, I can't, you know, I have a move to do, I have like this business to run, so I can't be going to back home to visit family in Canada and then getting like stuck over there. So I mean, this is home now, so like, it's just, it is what it is. But it's unfortunate that I can't just, you know, fly over there, see my family for a weekend and fly back. Like, it's not even an option. I have to go over there, you know, get a COVID test or whatever, and then I have to quarantine for 2 weeks, and I don't know, it's like a whole stupid process. So it's just, I can't get stuck over there. I got way too much going on here, and my life is all here. So I mean, this is home, so I'm not trying to get stuck over there. But yeah, as far as what I miss most from, you know, back home, being in Canada, it'd definitely be family. Seventh says Irving and Euless is better and safer, but police rate is high and way too risky getting caught with cops for modded cars. I think Florida is a better option for you unless you move, you know, a place in Texas. Interesting. Interesting. Not it past Dallas. I don't know what that means. San Antonio, military town with a tourist spin. Great downtown, and its conservative cousins moved there 6 years ago from Seattle area. No regrets. Nice. That's a little further south than I'd like, but who knows. Chris said, sounds great. I'll contact you and not bother you. I get it, bro. No, you're good, man. Like, that's, like I said, this is why I do like the live chats, to interact with you guys. I don't mind answering questions here. And that's, I encourage it actually. But I'm just saying, like, if you guys want like a more personalized response, I can spend more time on a complete video giving somebody an answer to a question, or, you know, a shout out to their build or rating their build, whatever. So I'm open to all those, you know, different inquiries if you guys are interested. It's just, you know, when I'm ripping through trying to get through as many comments, I can only spend so much time on the live chat. But if you guys want a more thorough answer and an actual video on it, then hit me up. Reggie says Tyler's 45 minutes an hour from Dallas. Okay. I feel like that's south, right? Matt says, I needed to get that Holly banner you got in the background, but the ones they had on the fences were like 20 feet long. This one's pretty long. I want to say that thing's at least like 12 feet long. John says, what would your dream build be? Mine is Dodge Durango Shelby SP360. That's a tough one. If we're staying Mopar related, I would say to have like a Gen 5 twin turbo Viper, like all those crazy ones that are making like 2,000-3,000 horsepower. So if you're asking me to stay Mopar related, I would say one of those Gen 5 twin turbo Viper. If you're asking me, you know, not Viper related, I really want to get, and not like, I don't want to get like a douchebag one, but like I would like to get a Ferrari 458 and fully customize it and wide body and stuff like that, like make like a Ferrari race car. for a few reasons. One, I think they're cool as heck. Two, you don't really see Ferraris that much. You see Lambos all over the place. Like, I feel like Lambos are like the Honda Civics of supercars. They're just all over the place over here. You see Huracans all day long, which a Huracan is basically just a glorified R8. Like, they're on the same chassis. So I don't know, the Huracans don't really do much for me. And then you get into the Aventador, which obviously a badass car, but it's just like a big Huracan. I can't get the image of, you know, a Huracan being what it is just out of my head. So I want to get a 458 and just mod the absolute crap out of it, and like just having that crazy exotic V8 sound, that naturally aspirated V8 that just revs to the moon. I think that would just be absolutely badass. So I don't know, I kind of wanted to get one of those. I wanted to get a salvage 458 and just like one that needs body work, and just get the full like Liberty Walk wide body kit and just make like an absolute disgusting like Ferrari. So that's dream build for me. If it's not Mopar, if it is Mopar, twin turbo Gen 5 ACR would be the goal. And when I say the goal, you guys, like, I don't know about you guys, but not to like get emo with you guys or anything like that, but I set my standards and my bar like super high. Like, I didn't think at whatever the heck age I was, like, you know, 27 or 28, would it be that? Like, you know, less than 30, I didn't think I would have my dream car being the Viper ACR, you know, already in my garage. I thought that was gonna be like a lifelong goal. So I'm like, all right, so I met that goal. So, you know, now what I do, I'm not just gonna, you know, sit on my butt and okay, you know, my life goal is met, I'm not gonna do anything else. Like, now I'm like, all right, well, let's see where we can get to next and next and next. And not to sit there and like live a life of, you know, not being ever satisfied, but I'm just like, I'm a competitive person. I like to push myself. So I'm always trying to see where I can get to next. So I'm like, when I say, you know, I want to get a twin turbo Viper ACR, like a Gen 5 one, a newer one, like, I'm just saying it blatantly, and like, I'm gonna get there. But yeah, it's just a different mindset. And when I say like I want a 458 and do all that stuff to it, like, I'm probably most likely gonna do both of those things, but it's just, that's just where my head's at. So versus somebody that's like, oh, you know, I never could, I never would, it's too much, whatever. I'm just like, I'm gonna figure out a way to make it happen. So just different mindsets. Let's see, just ripping through the comments here. John says, okay, answered John's question. Matt says at the Mo Party event. Raymond says, really respect your way of not trying to talk and act trendy, just being normal and not overacting. Yeah, I know. Imagine how I was like that, like some of those YouTubers. What's up, guys? Get all on the camera. What's up? Today's video. Wah! Like, I don't know. I don't think I could. Maybe I should be a little bit more like that. It seems to be working for those guys, but a lot of those guys, like, I can be like that when I'm with my friends. Like, I can be a total goof, but I mean, with this being my job, I guess I try to keep it a little more professional. But and I mean, same time too, I'm getting more comfortable on the camera, which is acting myself and stuff. But I just have like a format that I guess I'm stuck into, where it's like, okay, if I'm working on this, I'm gonna talk this way, I'm gonna lay it out, you know, how I'm achieving that or whatever. And yeah, I've kind of gotten into that format as far as working on stuff, but I'm always up for making it more exciting too, so we'll see. Matt says, that sounds cool. Seven says, is the Eco Diesel going to be towing all the cars, or are you going to rent an HD truck? No, I'm going to use the Eco Diesel. Screw it. I mean, it's got a brand new motor. If it blows up, it blows up. I don't really care. It's what I bought it for, and what I, you know, fixed it for is to do that. So I don't see it letting go anytime soon. But Eric says the 458 are gnarly. I agree. Cliffhanger says, I sold my 4th gen. I think I want a Durango next. Do it up. Enrique, what's up? Hey, John, love the content. Keep it up. I'm excited for the future for you and hope your move goes smoothly. You got my support. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Should be pretty crazy. We got some crazy stuff going on. Eric says motivation. I agree. Raymond says dream muscle car. It's hard to say because, I mean, muscle car is such a wide category these days, right? I like the new stuff, to be honest. Like, I don't know, the new stuff is making so much power. Like, I could probably tell you, like, you know, 68 or 69 Charger and give you that kind of cookie cutter answer, which I think is, a lot of people are down with those. But at the same time, if we're talking like it could be anything, even the modern stuff. There's some stuff that I have a soft spot for. Like, I really want to get a C7 Z06, and I think they just sound completely nasty and like cammed out, and they can make a ton of power. So I think that would be a fun car to have as far as, you know, American muscle. I do want to get a Hellcat at some point and do that whole thing. So those are two that I definitely want to do. But yeah, that's what comes to mind when you ask that question. Lawrence, have you done any bodywork Bondo to finish? Yeah, I did some when I was a lot younger, like when I was in my late teens. I did my S2000, and then our last S2000 we did some bodywork, and then even on the Dakota when we were doing the firewall stuff, like we got into some Bondo and you know, different stuff that we had to make. So I wouldn't call myself an expert at it, but I can get by. I don't know what Maxwell's saying. Fury, I don't know what that is. Seven says, how was the one bite pizza? Any regrets? It was disgusting. So we were talking about that earlier today. Like, it was just absolutely disappointing. I really thought it'd be better for somebody that like goes around and criticizes the living crap out of everybody else's pizza. You would think that, like, I would be, if I was that guy and I was in his shoes and I was going around going to all these hardworking mom and pop shops and just criticizing the absolute crap out of their pizza, I would be embarrassed for him to put my name on a pizza that's that disgusting and that bland. So that's where my head's at. Like I said, I'm not trying to be mean. It's just, it's that bad. It's that disappointing. So that was my intention. I just thought, oh, okay, this is this guy that literally goes around busting everybody's balls on pizza. Like, this thing's going to taste half decent. Saw it in Walmart. I was like, oh, snap, let me grab this thing. Threw it in the cart. Tried it. And, like, I wasn't even going to film it. I was just like, it's probably going to be a half-decent pizza one night. I don't have to cook or something. Throw it in the oven. And, like, it was so disgusting that I'm like, I got to film this because I know everybody else is probably going to be doing the same thing. Be like, oh, this guy that literally criticizes the absolute crap out of everybody's pizza, it's going to be, you know, the best pizza ever because he rated it a 10 out of 10. And it's absolutely garbage. So, which I'm sure you guys saw that review that I had on my other channel. Matt says hashtag goals. I agree. I don't know how you pronounce that, but do you have a Patreon? I don't. I've just been doing the YouTube join or membership so far. But again, if you wanna support the channel, like I said, I always like to give back. So if you want me to do like a personalized video to, you know, some sort of build or project you got, or you want me to review it, send me an email, direct message, however you want to get a hold of me, and we're going to be starting off doing $50 video responses. So like I said, give me your question or, you know, show me your build and I can review it, or, you know, tell you what I would do if I was in your shoes, like that kind of thing. Whatever you guys want, whatever kind of question or response you want from me, $50 donation and we'll get it done. Daniel says start an OnlyFans. Let's go. I might have to. Times are tough, man. I gotta buy a new house. YouTube ain't paying like they used to. I'm starting an OnlyFans, that's it. Only Rams. That's what we're gonna do. Only Dodges. Only Rams, only Dodges, only Mopar. We'll start it up. Gave you guys that exclusive content. Matt says that pizza looked nasty. Yeah, it was disgusting. And like I said, even frozen pizza, everybody's done it. Like, you make a frozen pizza, you eat whatever you eat, and you save it for lunch the next day or something, right? Like, I was like gonna save it, and I was like, this is disgusting. Like, I don't even want to eat this. I didn't even finish. Normally, if it's a good pizza, you guys know, you guys are all dudes. You'll end up wolfing that pizza down that night. You'll end up, you know, kicking back, watching some TV, and you just end up, you know, before you know it, the whole little frozen pizza's gone. But like, I was struggling to eat it. I was like, this is honestly disgusting, and I just threw it all out. I threw it in the garbage. One Ugly Dak, Dream Muscle Car, 70 Roadrunner, non-Mopar, 66 Chevelle. Both solid choices. Pete says, I live in San Antonio. Hopefully I get to go to some of the events you attend in Texas once you settle in. I've been following your build since your first 410. Right on. Yeah, I'll be doing some events too. I'll probably, I'd say this like under my breath. I was going to say I'll probably end up at Texas 2K. But I don't know, like that event is not what it used to be. Like, the cops go so crazy, like just And, you know, I guess it is what it is. There's so much street racing that went on around Texas 2K that there's just cops out like insane, just busting everybody. So, yeah, I'll probably end up going Texas 2K. I would like to bring my build there, but at the same time, I don't want to get like hassled. It just seems like it's a crazy place to go, but maybe I'll trailer in there or something so that I don't have to deal with all the headaches. Only Rams. I'm dead. Let's do it. Only Rams. Can't dodge it, ram it. Costco pizza is bomb AF. If you guys don't know, I do have a Facebook group, a Boosted Motorsports Facebook group. If you guys like are enjoying like this engaging like chat that we have, I know we always do it on the videos, but if you guys want, like, you guys can join the Boosted Motorsports Facebook group. If you're on Facebook, literally just go to Facebook, search Boosted Motorsports group, and you'll see it pop up. It's a big picture of a Gen 5 Viper. That's the group. If you guys want to, you know, interact with each other more, you guys can post pictures. Like, I don't moderate it as long as you don't post like nudies or something like that. Like, I don't care. As long as it's car or truck related, just, you know, go for it, and you guys can interact if you guys want to. You can like I said, post stuff, post your build, whatever. Like I said, just don't post any weird crap on there and I'm good. But I think we have like a couple thousand people in that Facebook group. If you guys want to join, we can probably bump up those numbers and get more of a chat going on in there. Costco pizza is bomb AF. Costco pizza is fire. I don't mind Costco pizza. I just find it salty as hell. So that's the one thing. Like I said, I'm probably more of a pizza critic than that freaking goofball is, because he doesn't seem to know pizza for sure. Go, don't flake. Texas 2K. Yeah, I just don't like, those cars are crazy fast. Like, I don't have anything to compete against those cars at this point. I could go and attend it for sure. But those guys are all like, you know, 2,000, 3,000 horsepower, like 1,500 horsepower. I don't have anything that fast yet, at least. Daniel said, or Daniel, best bang for your buck, take and bake Costco's. You know what was one of the good pizzas there? There's a few good ones from there. Honestly, the one that I showed you guys, if you guys watched that little pizza review that I did, the one that says Motor City Pizza Co., the deep dish one, that one's actually super legit. It tastes really good. I saw Roadrunner at the show today, black. It was pretty sweet. Gonna upload to my YouTube shortly. Nice. Sparky, what's up? Go to sleep, man. It's past your bedtime. Sparky's not supposed to be up. You won't get hassled at all unless you're street racing. I've been going for over 10 years, and it's been my favorite event of the year, every year. Right on. I don't know. We'll see. I just know that the Houston police are, like, cracking down on that. They did not like Texas 2K at all. Future project idea. Build a 2500 Cummins twin turbo. I was actually looking at, there was a couple that are built on Facebook Marketplace, but I don't know how reliable they'd be for towing across country. Daniel says, yet is the key word. Always got to think for the goals. Yeah, no, I'll build something fast sooner or later. It's just, we're just trying to get settled in and relocate at the moment, and then we'll go from there. My other good friend is bringing his 900 horsepower LSX swapped 88 my turbo setup in his 87 Grand National. Damn, that's all right. What's the name of the Facebook group? It's Boosted Motorsports group. It's pretty simple. So Boosted Motorsports group on Facebook. You'll see a big picture of a Gen 5 Viper, and that's the group. So go join over there, and we can keep it all rolling, keep our interactions going. Just no nudies. It's the only deal. No weird stuff. Don't make me get a moderator. John says, I'm working on my Dakota. Had to cut my cat off. Cut my cat. He cut his cat off. It was rattling too loud. As I'm listening to the live, you give me motivation to build my truck. Hell yeah. Get it done, man. I don't know about cutting your cat off, but put a muffler back in there. The only thing is some trucks sound terrible with straight pipes. I remember my buddy, I don't know if he's watching this, my buddy Omar, he literally cut all the exhaust off his Dodge Viper, and it was embarrassing. He straight piped it right through. Have you ever heard a Viper with straight pipes? Maybe if you put like 3-inch on it or something, but he literally just kept like the 2 1/4 all the way through the stock stuff. 2.25. It might be 2.5, but I'm pretty sure it's 2.25. And he just literally straight piped it all. It sounded like somebody like farting in a straw. Like it was the worst sound ever. It literally, like, picture like the whole exhaust, right? And it's pretty intricate on the Viper. And like, imagine somebody trying to blow a fart through a straw. That's how his car sounded. We were fucking crying laughing. Oh, I'm gonna crack myself up just thinking about it. Like literally, he would like, it was so embarrassing. We'd make fun of him so bad that he would have to like put his car in neutral, like coast to the light, because if he tried to leave it in gear on decel, it was just absolutely just horrendous. Oh man. Let's see. I seen a single cab in the 1320 video put in work on Texas 2K. Yeah, I bet. Just sent a request to the group. Okay, cool. Those Takashis ain't no joke. Yeah, no, those guys that go to Texas 2K, they got some fast stuff. I'm about to send a request to the group. All right. Can't wait to see the content for the 4th gen single cab Hellcat build. Yeah, that one's gonna be a fun one, and I think I'll be able to get that done. I don't want to jinx it, but it should be a build that should move pretty quickly because a lot of that stuff is just gonna bolt right up. John says it has Flowmaster Super 40 series dual exhaust on it, and I'm just putting pipe to replace the cat for now. Oh, that's all right. At least still got muffler, so it should sound half decent. Matt says brap brap. I used to call them fart cans. Too slow, too delirious. Oh man. Yeah, I mean I didn't think that the Viper would sound that bad with straight pipes, but it is, I don't know, at least whatever the heck he did. I don't know who he had weld in all those straight pipes. That thing sounded absolutely brutal. I wonder if if I go back on my old phone, I bet you I have some freaking videos from it, because it was so stupidly annoying that we used to die laughing. But he ended up, I think he sold it with it all straight pipe. The thing was so loud though. It was loud as hell, but not in a good way. Oh man. But anyways, let's see. All right, I think I'm gonna wrap with the live. I think it's probably pretty late for a lot of guys. I'm gonna get a few things done. Let me know if you guys want me to go live tomorrow. Drop a comment. I don't know, maybe we'll do it again. I did it last night, and it was kind of fun doing it again tonight. I had a good laugh with you guys. Again, if you guys want to do any of those video requests, send me an email or DM. Like I said, we're gonna do $50 video requests. If you want me to rate your truck, you know, answer any questions you have, or car, or whatever it is, I can either leave it anonymous, or I can give you a shout out and people can follow your build as well. So hit me up with those requests. I'm gonna start doing them. I kind of have a little bit of time to get through some of that stuff, since I'm not like wrenching super heavy right now with, you know, not having the Dakota or anything to really wrench on. So now is probably a pretty good time to do it. But that's gonna be it for tonight. Have a good weekend, you guys. Have a good Sunday. We'll see you guys on the next video.